Okay, Jim, this is a report on the condition of the project. This is the new project. I have included most of the data that you sent. I had a little bit of problem exporting the project. I lost some of the data sets, so I don't have everything right now in here, but I know now that I have the right levels of DHS. So I've been focusing mainly in making sure that we have the DHS, the three levels. We have there were some data sets that we got that were in different projections, so it took a little while to get that straight, but now it's working. So let's begin by comparing this graphics, the one that that were in the report and the one that the ones that we produced. This anemia graphics, this is the only one that are very different because the values that are shown in the report and the values that we got from CAT are different. This only go to 40, 41, I think. Yeah, 41 is the maximum. And this one goes between 60 and 70. So I don't know why that is different. And okay, so that's on the anemia part. But then this is the infant mortality. Uh, Even though the colors look similar, somehow similar, but the values are very different. So uh, we got these values from up to 10, and these values are from 50 to 112. So that is, I don't know why is the difference in values. This one right here is the stunted, and these are similar. These are the values are similar. So this is the one that starts to give some hope. Uh, I worked out the other two, and but I don't know what else to do. But we're mapping correctly the columns in the previous one. This is the actual column of data that we got. So that's the case. Then here we have infant mortality ratio, and this one also maps pretty well. Is We get everything, even these gray areas that these are white areas that we don't have data for, and here it looks very similar. So this one gives us hope too. Then this one is they interpolated the points, and we'll do that. But in this case, I'm just showing in by polygons. And yeah, this point is a high polygon, a high value. Same thing here. Some here there is this, and here too. So uh, this is the I think is pretty close. So that is with those graphs. Okay, as for the this Air Metropolitain and the Rest West, I had to average these two as you described in one of the emails because there is no code for the metropolitan area. So I joined these two. So I gave just a single code in order to map it. So I looked for, we don't have a code for this metropolitan area. So that's the way it was handled. Okay, so here you mentioned in this email you mentioned about the DHS shapefile. Yes, we downloaded the DHS shapefile with Frank. So that's the set of points that we have. That's the DHS shapefile that we got are the points. Frank mentioned that we should be able to find polygons, but we haven't got there yet. Okay. As I mentioned, I am not focusing right now in the intervals. I just wanted to make sure that it's working, because if we have to make some changes, but I want you to take a look first, and then we can make the final version with the right intervals. Just let me know what you think about what I have. Also, Jim, you mentioned that here that it was only making 7 maps. Yeah, making the maps was not a problem. It's making sure that the values were correct. There were some problems that I was getting no polygon value, even though we had, for example, level 3. Where's level 3 now? Right here. So there were no polygon values here, even though there were point values. And so it was not just making the maps. I tried to understand what we were mapping. And yeah, so I found some of those problems, and there were some problems in the table, in the original table, that some points didn't have, they were null. So, but then I had to find that the source of the problem. So yeah, so I know it took a little while, but I have my experience of sending things fast and not sending the right thing. So sorry that it took a little longer, but I'm pretty sure that is a list of the values are correct. The polygons are showing the right values. So on that side, I think we're fine. Okay, so this is what we have right now. I will be out all day today. If you can send me comments, I will be able to look at them tonight. All right? Okay, bye.